Hello and welcome to Mediation. Just want to thank both of you for coming to Mediation today and taking a step forward towards better communicating between yourselves and coming to a possible resolution. Just want to talk first about good faith and voluntariness. You guys are both here on the good faith terms, which basically means that you will be giving 100% towards working through mediation. Mediation is completely voluntary, so you are not forced to be here, but putting an extra effort and participation is going to make mediation that much more successful. We're here as mediators to help facilitate communication between the both of you. We're not here to be biased. We don't take sides. We are simply just here to help you reach an understanding. Another thing about mediation is that it's completely confidential. So anything that is said here today will stay here. We are not allowed to talk about it, and you guys are held to the same standards. And lastly, mediation is, you guys both gave us a time slot of your availability today. So if you have another obligation, just let us know and then we can work around it. My name's Damiana and this is my co-mediator Shrill, and he's going to take the second half of this opening.
Hello everyone, my name is Shrill, and your role today is to tell us the part of your story. So if you can direct that to us and tell us vividly and clearly, that would be great. And I just want to outline the mediation and how it will go today. So we're here to hear from both of you, so it is important that you participate and you talk one person at a time, because that's how we reach respect and voluntariness and everything. So if you guys have anything or any questions, or you might disagree with someone's opinion, you can write it on a piece of paper and then we will discuss that during the mediation. Also, after that we will further discuss issues and to reach understanding between both of your sides. And if everything gets really rough or anything, then we would call a caucus. A caucus is basically one-on-one with us mediators, so someone will be stepping out and someone will be left here and then talking to us, explaining their story. And that can also be confidential depending on the mediatee's decision, if she wants that to be shared to the other parties. And after that, we'll move to negotiation and we'll craft an agreement for both of you. However, it doesn't have to be you guys don't have to be to agree today. And I just want to let you know that we have a kitchen down there, and then just go straight and turn to your left. You'll see a bathroom. If you need breaks or anything, just let us know, okay? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I just want to welcome you to this mediation. Do you guys have any questions?
No, I saw the camera flash.
Okay, then we'll proceed to the mediation, okay?
Okay, and so let's see, let's start with you, if you would like to start us off and just direct your story towards us today, and just start from the beginning and let us know your side of this.
Okay, so, I'm Pastor Haley. I'm the pastor at the church that's located in the neighborhood. We've been there for 20 years. We're quite established. A lot of people who have lived in the same city are aware of the church and where we are and where we're located. And I really feel like we've been been a pillar of the community. We feel like the community gives us so much back, so we decided to give a lot back. Currently, right now, we do have our preschools ran at the church grounds. It is a secular preschool, but we do serve the community, and we feel like we're definitely benefiting a lot of people in our community. We do recognize that not everybody is has an unlimited amount of income, so that's why we try to help the the economically disadvantaged families, because we provide funding so that people can have, excellent child care for their children. And so far the church and the daycare, like, it's been great with helping out the community. The parents are able to, bring their kids and have child care, which is a really important part of the community. Recently, there have been, since the location of the church, it kind of is like an amphitheater, so we have been getting complaints from neighbors that they're hearing sounds from the church that are that is like supposedly disturbing them or something like that. But again, like I said, we've been there for 20 years, 20 years, and like no complaints in the past. We've held several different events. We have weddings at our church and ceremonies and everything, and we try to let the neighbors know when we're gonna have those events. And so far, like I said, like the daycare has been a big help. We receive a lot of applicants to be in our program for the daycare, so we do have a lot of people, but again, we don't have an unlimited amount of resources. And so there are people who live around, we recognize that there are people around who live in our neighborhood, and we're quite a diverse community. We come of different backgrounds, religions, and cultures, and we definitely respect that as a community. We always open up our doors, but we respect that people do have differences. So some people in the neighborhood, they don't attend our church, but there's a lot of people who in the city do come out to our church. And so that's definitely been a big part of it, and we're really proud of our ministry and what we're doing with the church and the children.
That's awesome. Okay, thank you for sharing. Is there any other instances that have been brought to your attention that have specifically brought you here today?
Well, we've been receiving complaints, and there's people who've been honking when they go by the church. It's been really disruptive, and I feel like it's totally inappropriate because people recognize there's a big cross hanging out in front of the church, and they recognize that that's a church, so there's a lot of traffic and there's a lot of honking, and there is, I guess, some noise that is going on there. And so today I'm representing the church, since I am the senior pastor there, and I have been receiving complaints from quite a few people. My secretary has been receiving complaints about the noise that's been happening from the daycare.
Okay.
Yeah, we understand that that is rough for the kids, of course, because you said they were infants, correct?
Well, yeah,
Yes. Oh, okay.
Can you tell us more about the actual program with the infants and the babies?
Yes, and elaborate more on the program,
so we have
how old are they?
Infant, all the way from infants to 2 years old.
Okay.
And we do, I'm not exactly sure on what the ratio is, but I can get that for you. But we have 60 children, quite a lot of children coming in and out different days and different times with the drop-off times. We allow our parents to drop off their children as early as 7:30 a.m. in the morning. And we have teachers who are there who are supervising the children. The children are always supervised at all times.
I see. Okay, so what I'm taking from this so far is that you have a very large and active church. You are a part of the community, and you're housing a lot of different events. Sounds like you got a lot of activity going on, and one of the programs.
Oh yeah, we do weddings and host all types of events with the city. Really try to get people involved in different campaigns, and oh gosh, you name it. What else would you like to know about our events? I brought some flyers for you today if you guys would like to attend an event. You guys live in the city?
Yeah.
You guys live here? How long have you guys been here?
Based on what I've heard, you're helping a lot of kids.
How long have you guys been here in the city? Because you guys are new. I know everybody.
Oh, well,
We can discuss that
maybe
outside
after?
the,
Yeah,
outside
but
the mediation.
it's
We'll
just
be
like-
happy
Yeah,
to
because you guys look
discuss
like
that.
fresh faces, so I haven't seen it. You guys are quite new here. You haven't been here more than 5 years, huh?
Yeah. So
No, I've been here
Oh.
for the past
Yeah.
And what
5
church have you
years.
guys been going to? Just so
However,
we're-
we can discuss
I know everyone.
our beliefs and values and everything outside the mediation. So, is there anything you would like to discuss other than the kids that you've been helping, the events that you?
Have you heard of our church before?
Pastor Pastor Haley, I'd like to bring you back and
Yes.
talk about your secretary.
So you're not
You I'll address that maybe after mediation, but I just want to ask you about your secretary. You mentioned that your secretary is being overwhelmed.
Yes, and she's been stressed out about the
Mhm.
calling of the neighborhood and everything.
Can you elaborate on that
Yes.
a little bit more?
Well, she's been receiving like over 30 calls a day with people complaining about the noise that's been happening in the daycare, and it's really she definitely communicates those messages to me, but it's been complaints about the daycare making too much noise. But I feel like since we have infants in our daycare, there are children, they play, they scream, they cry, they're doing their thing, and we want it to be a place where kids can be kids. We feel like at home, kids are being told to sit down, shut up, be quiet, this is not the place, and this